Om Shanti, English Avyakt versions, 4th of March 1972. Do you know for whom Baba has especially come today? He has come for the special souls who will reveal something special in the future. Do you consider yourselves to be special souls? That is, souls who will reveal some speciality. What special task will you definitely perform, which no other group has performed until now? Have you thought of a plan for this? Of course. Everyone has the aim to pass with honor and to reveal the Father. But what special newness will you reveal? Show and have the faith to show this newness and speciality. You will not take extra effort for any obstacle or task. Instead, you will make other souls free from obstacles and helpers in every task. You will easily become and make others the embodiment of success. That is, through having easy and constant yoga, having love for the Father, being cooperative in Baba's task, and imbibing all the powers, you will become the decorated image of Shakti armed with all weapons and through your own image and behavior. Reveal the activities and tasks of the Father. Have you made such a promise to yourself? You will not take extra effort over trivial matters, will you? You will not be deceived by any attractive form of Maya, will you? Those who are themselves deceived cannot free others from being deceived. Always have the consciousness that you are the children of the remover of sorrow and the bestower of happiness. Those who are the remover of sorrow of others cannot themselves experience any wave of sorrow for even 1 second in their thoughts or in their dreams. If you experience any waves of sorrow in your thoughts, how can you be called the children of the Father, who is ocean of happiness? Do you ever sing in the praise of the Father that He is the ocean of knowledge? Yet, sometimes there are waves of sorrow. So you have to become the same as the Father. To experience any wave of sorrow means that you have been deceived by Maya somewhere or another. So you have to make such a promise. Are you not the embodiment of power? How will you receive power? If the intellect is constantly related to the one Father, then through that relationship you will definitely receive the inheritance of all powers as a right. But only if you perform every action whilst considering yourself to be a soul who has a right. There will be no desire to say anything or to ask for anything even in your thoughts. Because of not having a right, there is one or another type of dependence somewhere. Because of being dependent, you cannot claim a right, whether it is dependence on the awareness of your own body, dependence on your own sanskars, or whether you are dependent because of being weak or having any weakness due to not imbibing a particular virtue. You are not able to experience a right. So constantly think that you are not dependent but one who has a right. You are those who have a right over your old sanskars and to conquering Maya. You are those who have the right to conquer the awareness of your own body and of your bodily relations and connections. If you constantly have the awareness of being one who has the right, then you will automatically experience having all powers and all attainments. Do you forget yourselves? Do you forget yourself as one who has a right? Those who are dependent constantly ask for something. Those who have a right constantly remain the embodiment of all attainment. For whom does the Father have the treasures of all powers? What would you call it if something is not claimed by those to whom it belongs? Always have the intoxication that all the powers are your birthright, so continue to move along whilst considering yourself to be one who has a right. You should constantly have such elevated thoughts in the intellect. If your thoughts are elevated, can that not be inculcated into your words and action? If your thoughts are elevated, can that not be inculcated into your words and actions? Therefore, make your thoughts elevated and constantly keep the intellect in the company of the Almighty Authority Father. Are you constantly colored by the color of such company? Do you experience this, or will you experience it when you return home? Always consider that you have to think, speak, and do something wonderful, not something common. If you have common, that is, ordinary thoughts, then your attainment will also be ordinary. As are your thoughts, so will be the world that is created. If you do not have elevated thoughts, then you will receive an ordinary status in the new world that you create. Therefore, always check whether the thought you had was ordinary or elevated. All souls have ordinary thoughts and behavior. If after becoming the children of the Almighty Authority Father, you have ordinary thoughts and actions, then what greatness or uniqueness is there in that? I am a special soul, and therefore everything of mine should be special. Through your own transformation, you will be able to attract souls to yourself and to your Father, and not towards your body. To your own self means towards the spirituality within the soul. Your transformation will bring about world transformation. Transformation of the world is waiting for the transformation of the elevated souls. You had to bring about transformation, do you not? Or do you just like this ordinary life? When your awareness, attitude, and vision become spiritual, no person or thing of this world can attract you. If it does attract you, then you should understand that there is a lack of spirituality in your awareness, vision, and attitude. You have to transform this weakness in 1 second. This group should reveal the speciality of transforming their sanskars and thoughts in 1 second. Do you have such courage? It should not take as long a time to do something as it does to think about it. Do you have such courage? This is the group that has courage. The Father is constantly cooperative with those who maintain courage. Therefore, never let go of your courage. Always maintain courage and remain enthusiastic. With courage, you will constantly remain cheerful. What will happen by having enthusiasm? What does enthusiasm finish? It finishes laziness. Laziness is also a main vice. At the present time, those effort makers who are moving along the path of effort are attacked by Maya in the form of laziness in different ways. So, in order to finish laziness, constantly remain enthusiastic. When someone has enthusiasm to earn an income, his laziness finishes. If someone does not have enthusiasm for any particular task, he will definitely have laziness. Therefore, never let go of your enthusiasm so that you become influenced by laziness and are deprived of performing elevated karma. There are many types of laziness. Laziness becomes a great obstacle in your effort to move forward. When you say, okay, I will think about it, I will do it, I will definitely do it, it is a sign of laziness. I will do it, it will happen. No, you have to start doing it instantly. You have already imbibed in your intellect the knowledge and dharana you have received. However, what becomes an obstacle to it becoming practical is your own laziness. Acha, I will do this from tomorrow. If the other person does it, I will also do it. I will think about it today and do it from tomorrow. I will finish this task and then do it afterwards. Such thoughts are a form of laziness. Whatever you want to do it now. Do as much as you want to at this time. When you say these words, I will think about it, I will do it later, there is ga language at the end of it. These words are a sign of childhood. A little child speaks the language of gaga. This is a sign of carelessness. Therefore, never allow the form of laziness to come to you. Constantly maintain your enthusiasm because you become the instruments. When the instruments constantly maintain enthusiasm in their effort, then seeing them, others will also be enthusiastic. What is it a sign of? If whilst moving along you become tired in your effort or your effort becomes ordinary. If there are no obstacles but there is no intense love either, that too is called laziness. Many have the experience whereby they do not have any obstacles, they are moving along well, but they do not have that intense love. That is, they do not have any special enthusiasm. So, this is also a sign of laziness. There are many types of laziness. Never allow this laziness to come. First of all, laziness makes you into an ordinary effort maker, or it will make you distant from being close. And then, having made you distant, it will also deceive you. It will make you weak and powerless. By becoming weak and powerless, you become influenced by weakness. You become influenced by weaknesses. Therefore, constantly continue to check whether your intellect has become distant from the Father or the Father's task is it completely close and with the Father. In today's world, when a person kills someone or commits an act of violence, he first takes the victim somewhere far away. He will isolate the victim to weaken him and then attack him. Maya is also clever. First, she makes your intellect distant from the Almighty Authority Father. Then, when the victim becomes weak, she attacks you. No matter what happens, do not ever distance your intellect from the company of the Father. When someone is being attacked in order to save himself, he cries out and causes an upheaval so that he cannot be taken far away. When you see that Maya is trying to break the love of your intellect for the Father, begin to sing praise of Baba's virtues within yourself. Do not cry out in distress, but begin to perform an elevated task. On the path of bhakti also people sing praise of the virtues of God. When did this memorial begin? They have changed the singing of praise in the mind into the form of singing praise in words. Only you can sing the praise in an accurate way. You sing praise in the accurate way through the thoughts of the mind and through being the embodiment of remembrance. Whereas on the path of bhakti, they take it in a gross way, and so they start to use their lips. The systems and customs begin from here. Therefore, begin to sing praise. Consider yourself to have a right and use all the powers, and Maya will never be able to break the love of your intellect. You will not be distanced, neither will you be weak, nor will you be defeated. Then you will be constantly victorious. So remember the slogan of how you have been victorious many times. Now also you will definitely be victorious. Can those who have been victorious many times be defeated now? Not at all. You should feel it impossible to be defeated, just as the souls who do not have knowledge find it impossible to be victorious. In the same way, knowledgeable souls should find it impossible to be defeated. Have you filled yourself with such willpower? Have you surrendered yourself completely? To be truly surrendered means not to have any body consciousness or arrogance even in your thoughts. So you also have to surrender the consciousness of your body. Even surrender the thoughts, I am so and so. This is called being totally surrendered and complete with all virtues. Only those who are complete with all virtues are said to be perfect. No virtue should be missing. At present, you say that you are lacking this, and this proves that you have not yet reached the perfect stage. Are you complete with all virtues? So keep the aim of being totally surrendered, complete with all virtues, and attaining the stage of perfection. Baba gives the blessing of such effort makers. May you constantly be victorious. You have come here having taken a decision for your life. Have you not? Have you come here having made a decision for yourself? Do not ever be influenced by any sanskar. Those who are the conqueror of the world and victorious over the world cannot be under the influence of anyone. The vision of those who take others beyond with one glance cannot go anywhere else. Do you have such a determined faith in the intellect? Have you surrendered all your weaknesses in the bhatti, or do you still have to do that? Then you will not say that this little bit still remains, will you? Check the pocket of your mind to see that nothing still remains in a corner. Or have you purposefully kept some pocket money? Check this very well. Are you the group in whom there is hope, or are you even about that? What is the stage about this? There is hope in you, and you are also victorious. So, this is the group that has been victorious many times. You are victorious. There is no question of keeping hope. Only such victorious souls become the beads of the rosary of victory. It isn't just a hope, but there is 100% faith that you are victorious. Just be careful. Maya is no less. The sparkle and glamour of Maya is no less. Maya is very glamorous. You have understood the knowledge of Maya in all her forms and in all her ways, of what Maya is and in what form and in what way she comes. Have you taken the full knowledge of this? You will not later on say that you did not have any knowledge of this aspect, will you? Do not free yourself by being so unknowing. Some say that they did not even know that this could happen. Look at what they continue to do. Because of not knowing, you can be deceived. However, those who are master knowledgeful cannot be ignorant. When you say the words that you did not have knowledge about this particular aspect, that is also a weakness. Knowledgeful means knowledgeful. If there is ignorance about any aspect, would that one be called a knowledgeful soul? Those who are the embodiment of knowledge will not be ignorant about anything. Those who are yogyukta will experience themselves to be knowledgeful about everything in advance, even though they may not have experienced it. How can those who are Trikaldarshi be ignorant? So you have become master knowledgeful and victorious. Therefore, defeat will be impossible, will it not? Now we will see what a sparkle this group shows. Everyone should be able to have a glimpse of the Father through your sparkle. The desperate souls are thirsty to see a glimpse of the Father so that they can attain all attainments. So now show a glimpse of the Father through your own sparkle. Do you understand?